Cumberland Plateau stretches across Middle Tennessee in a broad, forested tableland. In its center is Cumberland County, long remote and once known as the Badlands for its history with outlaws and its untamed geography. Rising 2,000 feet, the escarpment offered early settlers little water and rocky plow-busting pastures. But civilization finally arrived as a country store at the junction of a cattle drover's trail and the Great Stage Road to Washington, D.C.
Crossville was actually named because two roads crossed at that point. In the 50s and early 60s, the interstate highway system was opening up the country, but Crossville was still a one-horse town. And they had little white boards with pointers saying where you could go from Crossville. There wasn't a place to go.
There was a courthouse square, post office, one little movie theater. I'm sure there was some snake handling somewhere up there, and there was bootlegging going on. And it was like To Kill a Mockingbird. There was stuff going on. And into this comes this invasion of art, of the theater, from folks who'd lived in New York and Los Angeles. The Crabtrees had come from the most sophisticated milieu in our country to one of the least sophisticated areas.
Beginning with blind organist Johnny Bridgeforth, the Playhouse opened its doors and the community. Importing talent from beyond the plateau brought diversity.
I met Jim Crabtree in Memphis, Tennessee, where my theater was founded, and lo and behold, his mother showed up.
And my parents were, if you'll pardon the expression, liberals.
And she went back and said, looks like he's doing the kind of stuff we need.
There were no Black people in Crossville, none.
And no Hispanic faces.
Everybody said, well, I don't want to say it, but I think you've lost your mind. That's not where you want to go. And that's when I was told that it was considered a sundown town.
That refers to a sign or just an attitude at the city limits that said, don't let the sun set on your head in this town if you are not like us.
My first impression was every little town I had driven through over the years where my heart would beat really fast because I didn't know what level of consciousness I was going to encounter about whether I was a complete human being or not. And we decided to do Ain't Misbehavin'.